back to another 74 Challenger restoration build. Alright, in this episode we're just going to tidy up a lot of little odds and ends, some things that have just been kind of left for now. First thing I'm going to do, well, you already see it, I'm going to tackle this sill, and then we're going to move back over to the other side and finish the sill that we've been leaving for quite some time. And then last thing I'm going to show you is this patch down in the, I guess it's under the firewall connecting the sill to the frame rail there. So we're going to patch that section up as well. Alright, I think you guys are going to like this one. Alright, we got the rod out of there, and I cut that one hole out of the sill. That was the worst spot right there, where the kind of where the joint was sitting. It rotted out. So yeah, and then got a nice cut coming along that edge. So one big piece, and then hopefully I can try and form the door jamb in one piece as well. I'm gonna give it a try, but you know, I'm not the best at working stuff like that metal wise, so I'll try it. Anyway, I'm just gonna finish cleaning this all up. I'm gonna coat this with a rust encapsulator. We'll make this patch, and yeah, we'll start getting this corner cleaned up here. Okay, I got this area ready to go, so I'm gonna start working on the patch for that area. I already went ahead and created the patch for the sill. I got this side, the welds ground down nice and flat because part of the jamb is going to slope down and join into there. And I have everything coated with some rust encapsulator, so ready to go there. Alright, so I'm just going to grab some cardboard and start making the template for this guy. I just finished up in this corner. Didn't quite go exactly as planned. So once I started grinding the welds down up in this joint right here, I just kept like really burning through the upper part of this jamb here. So what I ended up doing is I just cut out another little chunk and I welded in some new steel there. Would have been nice if that was all one piece, but whatever. Anyway, the other stuff cleaned up, not too bad. Once I get some primer on there, maybe a little bit of body filler to kind of smooth everything out, it'll look a lot nicer. But it's solid. There's fresh metal in there now, so that's what is important. The contour turned out pretty nice. I'm happy with that. So yeah. Okay, let's keep moving on. Well, I figured since I was doing the jamb on the other side, I might as well come back to the driver's side and finish up this jamb. So I used some cardboard and I traced the passenger side, which still has the original shape and contours of the jamb. And I got my cardboard templates here now, so I'm just going to cut those out and we'll weld that in and get this side finished up too. Okay, I got my two pieces made here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack this one in first. Okay, and then we'll tack this in at the top and then just kind of work it down the contour there. Now I need to push this piece out so that it lines up with that now. So I gotta get back behind there with a hammer or something. Okay, that looks good. Close that gap up nice. Okay, I got that guy tacked in. Okay, it's good enough for now. Alright, well I like the looks of that. Came together pretty good. Gotta clean the welds up. Still have to make the back piece here. But I like that. Yeah, looks good. Okay, well that turned out pretty good. So I finished putting this little backing piece up there and smoothed all the welds down. Kind of blended things in. I'm happy with that. Yeah, the contour, you can tell it's a little off. You know, it's not perfectly round there. And there's another little spot here, but I think with maybe just a little bit of filler in there, because I gotta kind of close up some of these gaps here. Just a little bit of filler to kind of smooth out the contour, and I think that'll be pretty good. There's going to be the door gasket going over all this stuff here, so I don't really have to worry too much about how that looks. But anyway, another thing off the list. Okay, so next up I'm going to tackle this lower piece down here. So this is where the floor kind of meets the firewall, and this, I don't even know what you'd call this piece, but anyway, there's a chunk out of it here that I cut out when I was doing the floor. The corner is quite rotten, so we're gonna fix that up, and we'll get this thing cleaned up next, I think. Alright, well, I got that out. Not exactly the way I had hoped. That's a really awkward spot to get up in there. I ended up knocking out this entire bracket that kind of sits behind this little bulkhead piece here. But if it knocked out that easy, it probably wasn't very secure in the first place. I think that was probably the one and only spot while holding it on. Yeah, maybe a little spot there. Alright, well, I'll probably just make a whole new one of these then, since this is rotten as could be. But oh, I should have did this when I had the floor pan out, when I had access to it. Anyway, it's out now. We can start fixing it up. Here's a patch I came up with for this lower section down in here. So that's gonna get tucked up into there. It's kind of hard to fit it, so I'm going to tack corners and kind of hammer it into place as I go, but it's as close as I can get it. Anyway, we're going to fire up the welder here and give this a go. Alright, so here's the next piece of the puzzle for this corner section down here. So that will be fitted up. It's kind of hard right now. I gotta kind of, I'll move it a little bit before I weld it, but that's the idea. That's gonna go down into there and weld it into that corner. Whoop. That turned out really nice. So able to get a nice weld in that corner. I just need to tack this top piece to the front of the frame rail there, but I gotta clean everything up first before I start welding. So there's a lot of paint there, so looks good. It's a nice patch. Happy with that. This will clean up pretty good. The grinder. Okay, another one done. Alright, I think that's a good stopping point for this episode. We got a little odds and ends fixed up this time around, so thanks for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you next time.